I'm gonna show you how to make a moist and tender blueberry bread that is loaded with juicy blueberries, and wait until you see the glaze. And I'm craving some blueberry bread, so let's get started. First things first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and prep your loaf pan. Generously brush the inside with butter, then dust with flour. Make sure you tap out any excess flour so you have an even coating. The butter and flour will keep your bread from sticking to the pan. Set that aside. Now we're gonna whisk together our dry ingredients. Combine your flour, baking powder, and salt. I probably could have used a larger bowl here for easier whisking, but we're gonna make this work. In a second large mixing bowl, add your softened butter and half of your sugar. I start with just half of the sugar because it's much easier to blend together with the butter. Once that's incorporated, you can add the rest of your sugar. You'll want to beat that until it's creamed together. It usually takes about 2 minutes. Now add the rest of your wet ingredients, starting with the eggs. Make sure those eggs are at room temperature because they'll blend much easier into the batter. If you forgot to bring your eggs to room temperature, just put them in a bowl of warm water for 10 minutes. Beat in the eggs just until they're well combined, then add some vanilla extract. Last but not least, add a teaspoon of fresh lemon zest. I love using this zester in particular because it's really efficient at removing the most amount of zest. I will link to it in the notes. Continue beating that together just until it's all really well incorporated. You can see that's coming together nicely. Now it's time to add the flour. Grab that flour mixture that we combined earlier, and you're gonna add this in 2 parts. So add half of your flour mixture, mix it together. Now add your milk and blend that in. Add the remaining flour and continue mixing on medium-low speed just until it's well combined. Scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed with a spatula. Here's my best tip for making sure blueberries stay evenly dispersed in your bread without sinking to the bottom. Toss the fresh blueberries with a little bit of all-purpose flour. Coating them in flour will help them stay suspended in the batter, keeping them from sinking to the bottom. You would do the same thing if you were substituting with frozen berries, and make sure to add them directly from the freezer and do not thaw or your bread will turn blue. I'm gonna quickly scrape down the bowl, then add all of the blueberries at once and fold them in with the spatula. Gently fold until all of the blueberries are dispersed in the batter. You don't want to overmix at this stage. If your blueberries are very ripe and soft, be careful not to squash them. I can already tell it's gonna be good because this batter smells amazing. The batter should also be very thick, and a thick batter will help the bread dome beautifully in the oven. A thicker batter will also help to hold the blueberries in place. Transfer all of your batter to your prepared pan. Because it is such a thick batter, you will want to even out the top. Our blueberry bread is prepped and our oven is fully preheated. Bake that at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 60 minutes. You can see how it forms that irresistible golden dome in the center of the bread. This is seriously a bakery quality blueberry bread. Always double check with the toothpick test and make sure to check it in a couple of spots just in case you hit a juicy blueberry. Once it comes out of the oven, transfer that to a wire rack and let it cool in the pan for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can use a small spatula, a knife, or a cake release tool to remove it from the pan. It should slide out easily. Set that on your wire rack and let it cool completely to room temperature before applying the glaze. The glaze is so easy and you're gonna love it. All it is powdered sugar, some more fresh lemon zest, and this is really my secret weapon for the best tasting glaze because otherwise it's just 2 ingredients, so this adds a really nice layer of flavor. Also squeeze in some fresh lemon juice, and this lemon squeezer is the one that I have had the longest. I love it. I will link to it in the notes. Stir that together with a spoon and you should end up with a drizzling consistency. If it gets too thick, you can add more lemon juice. If it's too thin, you can add some more powdered sugar, so it's really easy to fix and adjust. Our loaf is now at room temperature, and it's important because if you put glaze onto a warm loaf, it'll just slide right off the loaf. Here's a great trick if you want to keep your kitchen clean. Whenever you're glazing a cake, set it on a wire rack and put either a platter or paper towels underneath to catch the extra drips. Add as much glaze as you like, but I love being generous with this. It is so delicious. All right, that seems pretty well coated. So much for a drizzle. Now we're gonna slice it up. I do like to let the glaze set just a little bit because it makes it a little easier to slice and just a little less sticky and messy. All right, so again, putting your plate underneath catches the extra drips, catches the mess. So now we're just gonna use a serrated knife to slice thick, generous pieces. Here we go. As you can see, loaded with blueberries, and the texture on this bread is just phenomenal. It is so soft and tender, it has the best crumb. And I wanna show you the texture. Take a look at this beautiful little slice of heaven. Look at this. I'm gonna have blue fingers. From all the blueberries. I love how blueberries get all jammy and delicious. Look at that. It is so tender and satisfying. And this bread stays soft for days. Like, it is so good. Oh my, this is speaking to me. We're gonna jump right into the taste test. You can tell I'm excited. Oh, look at that, look at that. Blueberry jam all over the place. And I love that when there's a little bit of lemon glaze in every bite, and you're gonna love that little bit of lemon zest in it. It just takes the glaze over the top. Normally glaze is just powdered sugar and some kind of liquid. Adding in the zest, I'm telling you, it just game changer. Try it and you'll never go back. Okay, enough talking, more eating. Oh, help me. This is about to get real. Oh my, oh my. So much juicy blueberry flavor in every bite. The little bit of lemon glaze on there. Wow. I could totally eat this for breakfast or dessert. Really any time of day, it is such a treat. The last loaf we made, we took it as airplane snacks for a trip. It was the best thing ever, right, honey? Yes. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this. Might make myself another cup of tea. If you haven't already, we have several blueberry lemon recipes, one of which is our blueberry cake. You guys have to try that. Super simple, so delicious. Perfect for unexpected company because it comes together fast. Okay, that was my, I bit that one. You see what happens? I better wrap this up. Let me know where you guys spotted Sharky. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you have any recipe requests, and oh, it's almost the same color shirt. I match. We do have a terrific dessert and breakfast chapter in our new cookbook. If you haven't already ordered it, I will leave a link to this in the notes. And if you've tried anything from the cookbook, I want to know. We'll see you in the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. Bye. Oh my goodness. Oh.